and your changer, you arms them just not ready. And how could you ever want come this week? Won't you go home, Soundboy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home, Soundboy? Go home, go home. It's a long time now you've been sending challenge to we. And when we check you out, you are softer than a young baby. Won't you go home, Soundboy? Go home, go home. Won't you go home, Soundboy? Go home, go home. Believe me, Soundboy, when I say to you, can't test my sound and nothing that you do. The plate and 45, we have them in a bulk. Fish up you get you rough, we better than the man